Hi guys, welcome to your library at home. It's me, Elda. Thanks for joining tonight. Let me know when you guys are watching, but before it's just about 7 o'clock, but really before we get started, we're gonna talk about what we're doing. Tonight we're gonna be making smash books slash junk journals. So if you're not familiar with what a smash book is or junk journal, it's basically like scrapbooking. I know I made a scrapbook years and years and years ago, and I started making them when my kids were little, but it actually was kind of, hi Courtney, thanks for watching. Scrapbooking was kind of overwhelming to me because it, I don't know, it's a lot. Hi Nancy, thanks for watching. So smash books slash junk journals are basically a super quick, easy, fun way to scrapbook photos, maybe things that you would have ripped out of a magazine, or sometimes you see something in the newspaper and you think, oh, that's kind of cute, or a quote on something. Hi, Natalie. So I am going to turn the camera down right away because I want to show you guys what I have, and I want to explain to you that you used to be able to get smash book kits, and now they're not as easy to find. This is sort of what would be a smash book kit. It comes with stickers. It's got these really pretty paper clips. Can you guys see? I feel like it's kind of dark. Hi, Angie. Let me try to fix this. Is it too dark for you guys? Because I have a really bad shadow. If it is, let me know and I will try to adjust the light. So anyways, this is actually a planner, but it could very well be used as a smash book because it's already got some pretty pages and some fun lines, and you're gonna go ahead and add things on top of this anyways. So if you wanted to just kind of jumpstart your smash book, this is, the light is good. Thanks for answering because I have a really dark shadow. Anyway, so this is basically a planner that could be used as what would be a smash book. You could also use smash book. This is just a journal. Actually, this one was made by my daughter, and it's basically a little smash book that she cut pictures out of magazines of things that she would want. She's getting ready to move out, so kitchen items, living room, bathroom. So these are just things that would inspire her, and it's just a fun way to keep it in a journal. This literally was a dollar spot. Hi Janet, a dollar spot journal that was clearance at the end of the year. So any type of journal will work. I'm gonna show you, this was actually my inspiration, and I happened to find this one, and this is, it was actually purchased, but this is kind of like a true junk journal slash smash book because they would have sections in it, what they call signatures. So this one is made of 3 sections, and it's just tied together. I have been very intrigued to make my own books, but I have always been kind of scared. So that inspired me. I'm gonna show you mine. So this is my smash book that I'm working on. Basically, this is, and I started mine out with birds. So my first signature is about birds, and these are just fun things. I'm not done. I've got little things like this was from a bracelet that I got. This was a little business card that I got that I thought was really pretty. Just fun things. These are from a calendar that I absolutely love. So here's the start of my smash book. But I want to show you guys how to make these because it's actually very, very easy. So what you would need is basically copy paper. And I'm gonna do, this is just 8.5 by 11 copy paper. I have 3 stacks of 6 sheets. I happen to have, you never know what you're gonna find at resale shops, and I happen to find this long-armed stapler. So if you don't have a long-armed stapler, you could just make your book smaller. Just cut it down so it'll fit in your regular stapler. But literally you're gonna go ahead and, my paper is 5.5, so I'm gonna set it at there, and I'm gonna staple it in 3 spots. And I'm gonna go fast so you guys can just get the idea. I'm gonna do that to all 3 stacks because I want 3 sections in my book. last one. I was really pretty surprised at how quickly these go together. Like I said, I've been very overwhelmed and intrigued by bookbinding. All right, so now we just fold these in half. And I'm putting the smooth side of the staple in because you won't see the other section. And here are my 3 signatures, which are basically chapters of our junk journal. And as you can see, this is now the inside of my book. Here's one of my favorite parts. This is literally a file folder. So this is a plain old file folder a hanging file folder. I like to do all sorts of projects with these. These are one of my favorite materials. So I'm just folding that. This is now going to be my spine. So what I want to do, my book is 8.5 by 5.5. So I'm going to give myself a 1/4 inch, as you can see. So here's, and I covered it, so you can't really tell what it is anymore. And I'm going to go ahead and cut it a 1/4 inch bigger than my pages on the inside. So I'm going to go 5 3/4 this way, and it does get tricky because you have to hold your spine. So I've got 5 3/4, and now I'm going to go 8. This one's going to be a little tricky. You can always fix your spine. All right, so this one is going to be 8 3/4. And hi, Amy. You always want to keep these little parts because these are really good to add on the inside of your books. All right, so let's see if I got my measurements right. Yep, fits in there perfectly. So here's a really fun part. We are just going to sew these in here, and what I'm going to do is good old-fashioned glue stick. I am going to reinforce my spine using a lot of glue, and I'm just going to put some ribbon. This is a paper ribbon, just so it gives it a little bit of a spine. And one of my favorite things to use is washi tape, so just for decoration, I'm then going to go ahead and put some tape on the edges. And here's the fun thing about this. You don't want this to be, it does not have to be neat or perfect. Okay? So, I'm moving fast, so of course it's not, probably not going to stick as quickly as it would if you guys were working. All right, so here's my fun little decorative washi tape. And I'm just gonna put this on the edge. You could even use masking tape if you wanted, because then you can take out your Sharpies and color it. And I'm just using that to keep that down. And you can see that's making a really pretty spine now. And there we go. So the next step is, now if you guys have a little hole punch, that's actually the best, or an awl, which dollar store you can get these. This is, you guys can see this, it's like a giant needle actually, and this is to poke holes. So we're gonna go ahead and measure, and I'm gonna go about 1/2 inch in from my spine, and I'm gonna go make 3 dots. So whatever your measurement is to keep your dots even, I'm gonna go like 1/4 inch. All right, and then we are just going to literally poke 3 holes in our spine. And hopefully you guys can see this. All right, and then I'm using this colored hemp cord. I am going to use green on this one. I used purple on my last. And I'm going to measure first. It's going to go through and around, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I just want 3 pieces long enough to tie my chapters in, or my signatures in. So we're going to cut 3 pieces of string. And we are literally just going to tie these through the holes. And find my center. I'm going to put my string through there. And I'm going to put it through the hole. I should have poked reverse, so it's actually better if you poke from the inside out because your string will go in better. You can use any type of string too. I was thinking even an old shoelace because then it would have, see this is not wanting to go in right now, it would have the aglet, you know, the little end on it, so it would go through here really nicely. So you literally just go through and tie that. The only trick is just make sure you're going through the same hole on each side, otherwise it'll be crooked. Hi Denise, thanks for watching. Okay, so can you guys see this? So you just want to kind of get it centered in there. It's actually helpful to have a third hand because you do want this really tight. So you just want to tie that off. And look at now it's attached. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the other ones because this is actually, I think, really fun. You can make these any sizes. If you go on a trip, a vacation, you make a little one, and it'd be a great place to just kind of jot down, sort of journal, maybe keep receipts or maps of a vacation. Typically, vacation ones are smaller, so they can fit in your pocket. All right, so let's see. We get our, oh, I didn't go all the way through my book. I actually pulled the wrong ribbon through. Let me pull that one out. All right. There we go. Here's my second one. Same thing, kind of make sure it's centered. As you can see, that is not. All right, I'm gonna tie this one off. I'm only gonna do two, but there we go. So now we have two in there. And I've got a spot for my third one. Hi Lydia, thanks for watching. All right, we'll go ahead and do the third one because I really think you guys need to see this finished. So, I'm just poking my hole through there. So they used to make junk journals too. They were originally, like people started making them literally from junk mail. So, envelopes, magazine covers, and they would just piece together and make these books. All right, so let's tie this off. And then the final thing you want to do, here's your binding now, and you can kind of maneuver these a little bit. You want to just tie them all up together. So take one of your strings and pull it through. And then just tie these. And I was thinking it would be great to bead these. I'm gonna just tie all of these together. I wish I would have slid this one down. I'm rushing, but you guys take more time because it's actually, I'm gonna show you on, I'll show you on the one I made earlier. So this is, if you guys can see this now. Hi Melissa. These are it's one big knot now. So I was thinking like a big bead in here to just kind of hold this together. Let's see if we can just tie a knot and make it even more. There you go. So there you have it. Hi Lynn. So yeah, I think these are, I'm super excited about this. So basically this is the same book. And what I did is I just had this really pretty, so my book, like I said, is about birds. So I had this really pretty paper and I had some stickers. I actually was keeping all of the little scraps from my programs that I've been doing. So here I have, when I was doing my creative lettering, I have some scraps from that. You guys may recognize this bird. This was my multimedia bird. So my first section, like I said in here, is all about birds. And then my next section, which I haven't got to yet, so I'll start a new one. I've got all these really fun. These were from actually a display I did at the library. So these are all vegetables and flowers. So those are gonna go in my next section. but I want to share with you guys some of the things that you can use to put in there, just to give you ideas. So if some of you guys were scrapbookers, still are, all of your stickers, you know, I tend to pick this stuff up when it's clearance, so I have all these fun stickers, masking tape. These were really fun. I actually got these at the craft swap at the library last year. These are press-on stickers. Got that. This is gonna go in my book. If you guys recognize this, this is a little book that I made when I did my handmade lettering. So this is actually gonna go right in there. When you're done with these, they'll be thick and giant. I had an old calendar that had some really great days on it. One of my favorite, be that person who wears groovy socks. So anything that you can think of, keep all your scraps that you have. I've clipped out some interesting things from magazines that are gonna go right in there. If you guys do not want to attempt to make your own pages, but you wanna try to make a book, dollar store, these are 3 for $1, and they can have lines on them, it's fine. So if you guys can see, these 3 are already your little book. So you would, same way, go through, find your center, any piece of cardstock, cereal boxes. It is a really great project and fun, you're right. So you could go ahead and do this, and what you would want to do then on here is, let me show you real quickly. So I've got these butterfly papers, and I am just gonna go ahead and it can be ripped. They don't have to be perfect. I'll just show you how easy. We're gonna actually do this project, something very similar. We're gonna recover journals. So you literally, this could be the inside. So if you didn't like this pattern, just go ahead and cover it up. And look, now your heart journal is a butterfly journal. I think I got that on a page, nope. And I'm just literally folding this over. And there's my new book now. So this is a really fun project. I'm gonna show you guys next week. This is one that I made. This is my first attempt, and I was actually really happy with this. This one is going to be my Gail Borden exhibits and displays junk journal. I can show you next week. I'm gonna work on that. And I'm cutting out all of my favorite things that have been in our newsletter. So I hope, sorry about the hand guys, I hope you guys like this project. Like I said, it's really fun. It's a great way to use up if you get pretty cards, gift tags, wrapping paper, anything. Grab a basket, start throwing some junk in it, and it's a really relaxing way just to kind of do something fun and creative. So I hope you guys like it. Let me know if you've made one. I'd love to see some projects, and I will see you guys next week. Have a good night. Bye.